Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Lay. Oh, gotta turn off the music now. Hold on. Oh, that was beautiful. That is just soulful vocal. Gino Goss. Yeah, baby. You're live on Bobby D. From Brazil. Yeah, man. Oh,
are we live?
You're live. Yes. You got the shades on. You don't have the hat on. I don't have the hat. I realize I can't wear that hat with these muffs.
I know. I said, "Where's Bobby's hat?"
Oh man, no hat. I totally misplanned that. Hang on a minute. I got to fix your video stream because we're not. There we go. Now I'm seeing you. Cool deal, Lucille. All right, man. Welcome. Hey, thank you. 2 years ago today, you and I were chatting it up on Promote the Music. Imagine that. That's where we really got to know each other. Happy anniversary, honey. Amazing what happens in 2 years, huh? Who would have thought, huh? You, culprit, you? Sending me
Unbelievable, Bobby.
Sending me, how dare you send me to Brazil? Okay, that's an inside joke, folks. We need to explain for some people who may not know you. Gino wrote an award-winning track, Night in Rio. Go to Facebook. Well, you'll find it there too. But go on YouTube, Gino Goss, Night in Rio, and talk about that track because that's good memories and what happened since then because that is even more amazing.
Well, this was a track that I was trying to come up with something new for you, and I was trying to think of a title, and also I wanted the song to have a Latin type of feel, a Brazilian type of feel. And so I just kept you on my mind. I said, I'm going this direction. So that's how I came up with the rhythm for that song. But it was Bobby D with the girls.
No. Don't you blame me with that, man. I did not. I only put the photos that you or your assistant sent me. But anyways, it ended up working out pretty nicely.
Oh, yeah. I was surprised and you worked very hard on it, Bobby. I appreciate it. I tell you that all the time. That was a great concept, and I think it kind of described that musical feel that I was trying to portray.
Well, it was fun, that's for sure. And at that time, this was late December 2011, and beginning of 2012. When did you launch that? I know it's early January, but I don't remember exactly. But
Let's see.
It was right after
There was so much going on back then, Bobby.
I know you were writing and producing, and I remember what you told me then. You said, "I'm going places I've never been before. I'm stretching the boundaries," and you did, man, and you did. And as an outcome, and we know that worked because I know you're humble, but I'm going to tell the public. Gino was nominated for many awards at Music Indie Channel, and he won 8 awards in the last 2 years, probably more than. I don't know if that. I don't know if that's a fact, but I would say probably more than anybody else, right? That's a lot of
I was so surprised, and it was a good time, a great time, and a lot of people really liked the music. And at that time, Bobby, I was trying to find myself musically as well. I wanted to have my own voice, which was scary. I told you I was going out on a limb.
Yeah, I remember those private conversations.
Yeah, so it paid off, man. So I was really happy about that.
And what you've been doing, which is really cool, and even before Brazil was not on my radar screen to move to, and we told the story today, but unconsciously, I'm sure that working on that video with all the beautiful ladies from Brazil in their native costume, man, oh man, I mean, I was working slowly on that video. I bragged that it took 90 hours, but I could have done it faster, but I didn't want to do it faster. And but that had to have some kind of psychological, emotional impact in me having my butt sitting in Brazil today.
Can you believe that? That's unbelievable, Bobby.
Night in Rio. I mean, you and I, we were ready to Promote the Music in February when we were working on that video, if you recall.
Yes.
All right, and then I'm buying this resort. So who would have thought? But anyway, you are the culprit because, man, I remember what I used to say. I mean, go and watch, folks, if you're listening in. Go and watch on YouTube after the interview. After the show's over tonight, go on YouTube and go and do a search for Gino Goss Night in Rio. You'll know what we're talking about. Yeah, just beautiful costume, the energy. And you had a lot of comments on the YouTube channel, and you've had quite a few views there too. So that's going well. Yes. You're a team player too, man. You've been you promoted on a recent track or last year an artist from Rio de Janeiro. Voodoo Magic.
Yeah, Bobby, you know, I'm so sorry for that. I forgot to mention Amanda Bellino.
Yes.
She is one bad vocalist, man, and I was glad that I had saw her, but I really didn't hear her music until that. It was about 2 weeks prior to that I heard her music. I say, that's the voice I need for that song. And I would always say this about Amanda Bellino, Bobby D. She put the voodoo in Voodoo Magic.
She did. I remember you sending me the track. And I was in Costa Rica, and I'm still not thinking of Brazil. And I'm listening to that, and I'm seeing her photos on Facebook. She's got personality, and that was magical. You've been working on some new tracks, right?
Yes, I've been working on some new tracks. I also want to mention real quick, Bobby. I'm so lucky to have had the opportunity to collaborate with a lot of new artists that's coming out. I did some work with a guy out of Germany, Peter and Ivane, on I Love That Jazz. Yeah. Great musicians. That was a pleasure to do it. And also with Yvonne J. I forgot to mention Yvonne J at that time. Yvonne J is a very good singer. She's out of Texas, and she has a very unique style as well. And with the collaboration with Norm Peterson. With Norm Peterson is a great keyboardist.
Well, you're no wonder things are happening. You're surrounding yourself with talent. You're willing to take a risk, right? And you're not restricted by the labels. How beautiful is that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's one guy that I have to take my hat off to is Gary Fuston.
Yes,
Gary is a real humble type guy. Bobby, he don't really say anything much about himself, but this guy is also venturing out into a new, different realm of expressing himself without not talking about anybody, but trying to go along with the same formula. See, that formula is just like what Rod Tardy was talking about. That formula could work with you or work against you, but it's very hard to, you have guys like Rob who's really producing that music, and that music has so much feeling in it.
It sure does.
See.
And the labels, the regular traditional label, I can't label them, no pun intended, they're not all the same, but they want the numbers, and they want to appeal to vast audience, and sometimes that will suffocate the creativity and the expression that you really want to put out. But you don't have that problem. You don't have that problem. So people say, well, indie art is tough. Yeah, but at least you can express yourself the way you want to. So that's exciting. Tell us about some of the new tracks, what you've been doing in the past year since you stopped talking to me for a year.
Anyway, I've been working with some good guys. Some guys out of Italy. I'm working with a guy now, a young guy, man. This guy is, like I told you, Bobby, is very good, very talented musician. Roberto. He's the one that I decided to choose to go do this remix because of the type of flavor he brings to his guitar. This guy is, he's just Mr. Music. But he took the song on the remix, Just on Another Broken Heart, and he added his own style. That's real important to me because anybody can copy somebody's style, but to express yourself and pour your whole heart in it. So that's why I chose that particular guy on that song, and he told an awesome story, man. I have to give it to him.
You need to tell. A lot of people don't know Gino Goss. A lot of people know Gino Goss. So you are multi-talented. You play a variety of instruments. You blew my mind on I forget which track that you sent me over a year ago, and I said, "Who's on keyboards?" And you said, "Me." Right? People know you for the flugelhorn.
Yeah, trumpet,
Trumpet, of course.
Latin percussion.
Percussion, you're a kick-ass percussionist.
Well, thank you, Bobby D.
But
Well, I could sprinkle. I call it sprinkling. I'm not per se. I could give a concert doing playing the keyboards, but I could sprinkle my way through.
Yeah. Well, you manage. You know what? I'm not going to mention the name, but there were some other keyboardists on the jazz scene that commented. I forget the track that blew me away. Again, memory fails you when you move that far away. But another keyboardist on the jazz scene commented, says, we were playing the track on Promote the Music, and the comment came in the chat, says, some mean keys there. And that person didn't know it was you on the keys. Because if they would have known at the time they made the comment, very competitive individual, I won't mention names, out of Tampa Bay.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah, baby. So what fun. You're having fun, man.
Well, yeah, Bobby, I tell you, today, I really love your show. Today was, I took a lot of notes today.
Oh, yeah. Who'd you listen to today? I'm curious. I thought you were in studio
Oh,
today.
my God. I don't even know. I got my little notes on the other table. But
all right, cool.
Everybody that you had on brought something to the table. And it was so interesting because I felt a lot of truth there. And you get out of it what you put in. And that's what I was gathering. But also, you have to have some thinking time as well, like that guy was telling you, Bobby, about their move to Brazil. Man, I mean, we had talked about that. I think the guy from India, what's it? The first guy, you know, the one that your advisor, Bobby.
Oh yes, you're talking about. Hang on a minute. The first speaker? No, not the first speaker.
No, not the first speaker.
You're talking about Guy, the astrologist out of Israel.
Ooh, oh my God, yeah,
Guy Matarasso. Yes, he's the one who told me move and don't ask questions.
Man, that was awesome because we had talked about that and everything, and you had told me about this guy. But man, that guy was dead on. I was amazed by it. I said, wow, unbelievable. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, good. Well, he'll be happy to hear that. Guy, if you're listening, man, Gino's a genuine dude. He really is. I mean, he speaks from the heart. So, no, Guy Matarasso is incredible. And, everybody's incredible. Yeah, I've got good friends, man. They make you look good. Now you hang around. It's like musicians, right? You surround yourself with great musicians, and they uplift you, and they bring the best out of you, and, you know, they stretch you. And when you screw up, they tell you, but they tell it. No, really, they can say it in a way where you can accept it because they care, right? Because behind the scenes, some of these mentors I've had over the years, man, they slap me around, man. They give me the law of the jungle. So I'm sure it's the same in the studio. You've been working with some rappers lately, right?
Yes, I've been working with some rappers out of Sacramento and another group out of L.A., which they really didn't want me to really
slap them around and slap them around, right? You had to slap them around a little bit, huh?
Oh yeah, these guys, they're young guys, and they bring a lot to the table, Bobby. And I learned a lot from those guys because they do deliver a good message, and it's all about the time period in which they're in. See, I'm old school. I'm with the Rick James, Earth, Wind and Fire, you know, that type of those groups.
Well, and nothing wrong being an old timer, man, with that kind of music. Yeah.
But these guys I think this guy's going to be bust out really big. We had a little time in the studio where I had to just really lay the law down about the cursing and the way they're trying to deliver. You know, it to me, like we talked earlier, it's not necessary.
Right. No, I agree. It's yeah. And we'll. So you're stretching them, but they're stretching you too. And now, are you producing these guys, or what's the deal? Are you producing an album with them, or are you just doing a few tracks with them? What are you actually in the process?
Well, I started out doing a couple of tracks with the guys. So now I'm doing the whole CD.
Oh, really?
But,
huh? Oh,
yeah.
So that means
I was gonna try and get you one of those tracks over there, but we had a little discussion about it. They don't feel like it's ready. And something that I learned today from your guests that were on, Bobby, and I would bring that back to the board next time I talk to those guys, is the amount of confidence.
Yes.
See, I picked that up from your guest today. I say, wow,
Mir Ezra.
awesome, man.
Yes, Mir Ezra. Yes.
Yeah.
Confidence. Yeah. Well, that's. I'm paraphrasing. I took some notes, but his definition of money is the execution of an idea with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or something
Yeah.
like that. I have to find my note. I took
Yeah.
notes on everybody, but I'm just paraphrasing. Yes. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, money. Making more money is an idea backed by confidence, is exactly how he said it.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
I
truth?
don't have-
And you know, when you think about it, how many artists have got the talent, but they don't, if you put them on stage or you put them with other musicians, they may lack the confidence, right? So now they wonder
Yes.
why they're not being magnetic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, so I was thinking on the Genius tour, what he was talking about, if we can get indie artists, I mean, my goodness, it's priced right what these guys are doing. Get indie artists to attend that 2-day conference to learn marketing,
Yes.
thinking.
Now you're talking.
Right. So, I mean, yeah. So the geniustour.info. Yeah. I'm going to talk to Mir because he already knows, and I'll talk to Waj. He already knows that I've been around artists for a long, long time, and the name of the game at the end of the day is, okay, let's say that all talent was equal. At the end of the day, it's marketing and it's business, right?
Yes.
Especially as independent artists, and that's what these guys. And yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I get excited because that was the missing piece at PTM, promote the music.
You think it was?
Oh yeah, it was you know what, the missing piece to serve the artists was we couldn't provide them with. I mean, we had some good ideas, but we didn't have the educational platform to educate them.
Right.
And now, because of these joint ventures and association, yeah, we've got something we never had before.
Mm-hmm.
So I get excited about that. So I get excited about when you send me new music and I listen to it. Like now, to talk about the remix, what instrument you substitute? I know, but I'm asking the question because you need to tell the people. The original track was recorded in a certain way, and then you did the remix differently. And we're doing a world premiere of the remix tonight, right? So what did you do different on the remix from the original track?
Well, what I did was I kind of nearly substituted some parts, and some parts in the middle of the song I wanted the guitar to really express himself, but to keep a melodic type of feel. But with this guy, with Roberto, he just took the song to another level. And so, like, you know, sometimes I put a guitar solo like in the middle of a mix setup being two. It's sort of like like how Santana does. Santana, when the percussion and the bass and the keyboards behind him, he'll take the lead sometimes, but sometimes he'll fade out and blend right in, which is just almost bring you to tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not a musician, and you hear it so differently than just a music lover like me. You know, I feel like I got good ears, but you hear the subtleness and the distinction and the intention. You're observant of the intention of an artist. To not be just the focal, like to spread the love, so to speak. Right? Really?
Right.
Huh?
Yes, you. But see, Bobby, you have good ears because you've heard so much music. But
I know
I
it
was
feels
learning when I was really younger. I was learning a lot of stuff by really listening. I had an opportunity to meet Hugh Masekela, and I watched him perform, and I said, "Oh, my God, this man is blowing from the heart." He's like, and he's in his own world, you know. So I was trying to discover that how I can express myself like that. Well, you know, I asked you this question once before. You know, you have a lot of trumpet players out here, right? A lot of great trumpet players, but I always think about Miles Davis, and the question is, what made Miles Davis Miles Davis? See, out of all the trumpet players, they still talk about Miles Davis. It's the Chinese secret that I was searching. The Chinese secret, Bobby, that I was searching for, and I almost got it. Almost.
What do you mean you almost got it?
Well, it's you know, you go to different levels. You know, I call it like level 1, level 2, level 3. But I'm almost there. Okay. I'm almost there. But because you're learning every day, you're learning.
Of course, you'd learn every day. If you don't, forget it. Huh? No fun, anyways. So okay, so on a scale of 1 to 100, where do you think you are on the scale of knowing the Chinese secret?
Oh my God, Bobby!
I'm curious. Because you're not going to tell me the Chinese secret, anyways. Not on this interview, at least.
No, not on this interview, but I will tell you.
But where are you on a scale of 1 to 100, honestly, as an evolving musician, in getting to where you want to get?
That's a tough one. Without trying to sound like...
No, I'm asking you, you don't have to boast. Where do you think you are? I mean, because you're your toughest critic. Nobody else is.
Yeah, I would say 80%, 80, 90.
80, so so always room. And by the time you get close to 100, well, I'll bring the scale up to 150. In other words, it's always evolving, right? And then it'll be 1,000 levels. So in other words, you're content with your progress as a musician, yes? Where's the room for improvement?
Yeah.
Where do you feel Gino Goss, at this span in his career, needs to improve still?
Well, it goes almost back. It goes, and I like this because I put a lot of pressure on myself. It goes almost back to what make a Miles Davis a Miles Davis. You know, why every time, I mean, Miles, I mean, if he might not play with 2 notes, but those notes are right in there where the stress of the music is, or he can diminish that music with just his style of playing. So that's secret right there, Bobby. I'm almost there on this, for real.
Really?
But it's kind of hard to describe. And getting back to Miles, and I get off that. But it's how, like, a guy like Miles, no matter what he plays, it always sounds like it fits the song, but really it doesn't, because he's playing what he's feeling. So you have to accept whatever he's blowing at that time, and that's what makes it beautiful.
Wow.
That Chinese secret is what I was searching for a long time.
You've been you've started to get your flugelhorn. I think last year you were showing me a custom flugelhorn. Is it a Gino Goss signature flugelhorn, or is it just a customized? Tell me about that instrument a little bit. What you've been doing?
Okay, I was looking for an instrument. Matter of fact, if I had a moment, I was going to show it to you, but we'll do that some other time.
Oh, you can't reach for it. You can't reach for it quickly. No, it's not.
Yeah,
reach it. You got to show people. I think what you had shown me a year ago was just absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't see it the way you see it, but it was pure craftsmanship.
Yeah.
And this is unique. It's a unique piece, built for you only. There we go.
Right. It's for my lips only.
For your lips only. All right, but don't blow it in the speakers, because man, we're not. My eardrums up. Yeah.
Okay. Now, just briefly. Now, this was a horn that I was trying to design this type of horn, which I wanted to upbill. Can you see it, Bobby?
Yeah, we can see that. Turn it at a different angle so we can see the length of it on the cam, because the cam is not very wide. Yes, like that. Beautiful. Now we see the whole thing. Yeah,
okay.
Baby.
And then I'll turn it back this way.
Right.
And like this. Can you see that?
That looks like $1 million.
This is a... Huh?
That looks like $1 million instrument. And I don't know much. It just looks expensive.
It is, Bobby. This right here, I got this from an Egyptian hieroglyph. This is a eye.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an Egyptian. I don't know if you can see that now. Do I need to bring it closer?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, right there. Yes, got it.
That's a beetle.
Okay, what's the connection?
Well, I was getting ready to write this song called Egyptian Drifter. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay, and this horn was made by our Harlison. Jason Hollison. This is a custom-made mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
This right here from my lips only. I don't like it too thick. Rim mouthpiece.
Okay.
But this horn is a very heavy horn, and it makes everything really smooth, and it's very easy to blow because of this lead pipe right here. Bobby got me sitting up describing horns.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I mean, this is intriguing
Okay.
to music fans, music lovers. Don't you agree, guys out there, ladies? Yes.
So with this horn, I was able to really relax and play without a lot of tension, a lot of force, Bobby.
Ah, and that's important. If you're relaxed, you're going to be more creative. I have to believe. I have to think. If you're more relaxed, you're going to be more creative.
Yes, yes, you are. I have to credit that horn to making me have a nice, smooth sound on Egyptian Drifter.
That's a great track.
Thank you. But let me tell you this, Bobby. I know I'm running out of time.
We've got extra time a little bit tonight because I've had some cancellation because of busy people in the boardroom. But we've got Kayla Minucci coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern or shortly after. So we got time, man. With you, we'll give you time.
So when I got this horn, thank you, Bobby. So when I got this horn, I was trying to think of something that would have a different feel to it because, like I was telling you, I'm trying to always go into different elements and different feelings of movement within the music. That's what I was trying to discover this time with Egyptian Drifter, and that was I did a collaboration once again with Gary Fusion. But I heard this guy on the internet. His name is take his name. Let's see.
It'll come to you.
Sanchin.
There you go.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
It's all right. Not everybody likes to have a camera in their face.
He's from India.
Okay.
And his name is Sanchin. And Sanchin, I had heard him play this instrument called a santoon. And the santoon is the type of instrument that you play with the pedals or the string instrument. So I wanted to infuse that instrument in that song, and so we worked on that, and it was beautiful. Plus, I like the way that I like the way his voice sound when he did his chants. So this guy really brought a lot to the table, and so I really started enjoying this collaboration. I'm saying, man, this is getting to be awesome because what it does is I think that once you start developing your style, you can kind of start almost every song sounding alike. And so I didn't want to do that.
Right. No, it's risky. Yeah. It blows me away, Gino. I mean, people all over the world, and it's not unique to what you do, but it still blows me away when a guy like you can do a collaboration and you've never met the person. They're sending you a track and via the internet, and you're mixing it down, and to get the feel of how many times did he have to do a take for you to be happy, or did he just nailed it on the first take?
Well, believe it or not, Bobby, they're more harder on themselves than I am.
Is that right, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good thing.
I'll listen to it, and if it's something that's, I mean, you could tell when that flow is there, but they'll usually say, Gino, let me send you another take. So I'll just go ahead and let them, because I want them. I never try to be, never want to be a greedy type of musician. It's you got some musicians who, just because you play a trumpet or you're a great drummer or a great bass player, you're just all over the place, and you're not even respecting the other person's ability to add to the song. So I found that letting everybody sprinkle a little here, sprinkle a little there, and letting everybody add different flavors to the music, man, I was saying like, wow, this is awesome. So I saw the song building, and he nailed it in about 3 takes, man. Yeah. That was it.
Wow. So you give them, if I hear you right, you give them total expression. You say, here, you give them the gist, but you're not telling them how to play their guitar.
No.
Well, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Yes. Because everybody has a story, Bobby. Everybody has something to say.
Everybody has a story. You know, I got excited. I hit the mic. My apologies, folks. Now, I like that. Everybody's got a story, and you guys express your story without words in most cases. That is something else. That is truly an expression of spirit. That's why I love music and musicians.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been really lucky, Bobby. I told you when I first met you, I was lucky to have been had the opportunity to meet a lot of big guys in my day. Earth, Wind and Fire, Rick James, Tina Marie, OJ. I can go on and on.
Man.
But I would always be in the audience. I told you this once before. I would always be in the audience, and I would always, or especially when we started moving up, I was playing with this band called Portrait at the time. So now I'm backstage with the big boys. I said, "Oh my God, I could talk to them and everything." And I was asking a lot of big secrets, and you know what? They shared a lot of secrets with me. But that has changed.
In which way?
And I tell the young guys, man, it's bad because don't nobody want to really share secrets. It's doggy dog and not getting into that, but it really is doggy dog, and nobody's really cheering for the other guy. And it's almost like everybody in the same little bucket, So why not cheer for them? That's what I say.
Well, first of all, we feel great when we contribute. Sometimes cheering someone and giving them the stage, and yes, and that doesn't just go in music. That goes in some of the people we work with today. They're in direct sales, and they have to give the stage to their leaders and pull themselves back and empower them to greatness. So that's these are philosophies of life, and yeah, it's incredible when you think about it. We're gonna play. I'm gonna play it on the exit verses, but I wanted to tell people. The new jingle, because we talked about Night in Rio, the new jingle at Bobby D Live. If you didn't hear it, well, let me just start the beginning of it, so you have an identification now, because it's never just about the music. I truly believe it's always about the people. And oh yeah, baby, we're getting some rain finally. We haven't had rain here in weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Give me a second. Let me open that track. There we go. Você ouviu Bobby G ao vivo do Brasil.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby, 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 baby.
All right, well, we're going to stop that now because that was the show opening today. But that percussion, that is the intro to Night in Rio, and here's the man, Gino Goss. So, guys, every time you hear the opening of Bobby D Live, now you're going to think of Gino Goss. So he gave me permission to do that, and I'm excited because that song has a lot of meaning for all of us, man. For all of us. So, yeah, how exciting. And, yeah.
Bobby, I have to say this, Bobby, I really appreciate everything. I know I tell you this all the time. I appreciate your drive and your energy, man. And it's just that you always got something going on new. That song put me on the map.
Really? You were on the map. You were almost famous. That's the name of his first CD, Almost Famous. Again, an inside joke. We need to expand, but now really, I mean that. It took it to that level, huh?
Yes, it did. Probably within weeks. Weeks, I'm going like it was. I've never seen anything like that. I'm going, my God, wow.
There was a buzz, and we created a little buzz on Facebook with it, didn't we?
Oh, man,
we were having fun,
crazy.
And people were championing. And then we'd say, well, let's get it to 25,000 views before midnight, and let's get it to 50,000 views by Friday morning. And first thing we did, we woke up one day and there was like 200,000, 220,000 views, and I couldn't believe it because I'd never done anything like that. That was fun, but it proves a point.
I think it was your Chinese secret, Bobby, with social media, cross marketing, branding, and just the whole thing just came together. I was so thankful for that, and that strategy and that idea really worked. And I got a lot of people coming on. I received a lot of emails. So during that time, too, another thing too, Bobby, that I learned from you as well. And I learned a lot today from all the guests you had on. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to do my little rewind on it.
Ah, good.
But I've learned really, Bobby, to start learning how to enjoy my musical journey.
Ah, beautiful.
And once I learned that, then I really start creating.
Yes. Eliminate the stress for one thing. Enjoy the creativity and appreciate where you're at. And yeah, that was fun. So it's still fun. It's fun every step of the way. And Gino, truthfully, I appreciate your kind words. Number one, very humbling. But thank you for that opportunity, man. You gave me an opportunity. You believed in me when I was just starting to play around in the music business and play around again because I'd never done anything. And remember some of the people coming up on the show, we were being attacked. I mean, I know there's on the inaugural show. Do you remember some of the people in the chat? Who are you? Who do you think you are to be able to do that? I said, I'm just having fun. I mean, that's what's your problem, so to speak. But and I think I can't be for sure, but I think that Night in Rio didn't create just positive comments. I think there was some interesting comments. I'll leave it at that. That came out.
Yeah, it was some interesting comments, but I just take it all with a grain of salt. Like your guest was saying today. And they kind of hit around it in a way. Mm-hmm. You can't please everybody.
No.
It's best you to learn yourself and love yourself and just try to do the best you can on this journey. So that's what I do, and I enjoy myself. I enjoy meeting people, and I do. I didn't think I was going to really like collaborating as much as I did, but I love it now. Also, let me mention this to you before I forget this too, Bobby. Another thing that I've been finding out, and this is what I always like about your program and the way you always bring stuff to the forefront. You always lay it out there, and if you don't believe it, you don't have to believe it. But like you say, and I keep my little notes. See, dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. And I like that. But this another guy that's out of Ghana, Bobby. I don't know whether you got his music or not. I talked to him today. He called me from New York. This guy's name is Steve Betty. Now, see that being a Ghana musician is totally different than being a musician like from the States.
In which way? In which way is it different? He's from Ghana, you said?
Yeah, he's from Ghana. His name is Steve Betty.
Okay, Steve Betty.
Yes.
Okay.
See, now this guy is coming up by his bootstraps, and like Rob Tarter was saying, he's doing the original music, but it's a different flavor of music coming from Ghana. You see, it's a different music that he's bringing. So that's what I like about your show. You always have different flavors of music on, and it makes it exciting. I love it.
Thank you. Well, introduce me. I've received so much music. I've not been able to keep up, but I'll breathe and I'll get caught up. And if he hasn't sent it already, marketing at Bobby D Live.
I think he has.
Okay, so the autoresponder kicks in, acknowledges. So I've not looked. I saw the folder. Like there's probably 150 emails. So there's a lot of music, which I love, but I don't even know how I'm going to manage to listen to all of it. So I'm going to have to take recommendations from artists, and we're going to have to start playing the referral game because, how do I know where to go first? So good. I'll be on the lookout for Steve. And hey, you know me. If I like it just a tiny little itty bit, I'll play it.
No, yeah. I told him it has to be. It has to be good, and you're not going to play no phony melody. I can tell you that.
Well, I've made some mistakes, where I just like the personality of the person, and I felt at times, I feel sorry sometimes for the musician, and just to be a positive Pygmalion, so to speak, to encourage them. I play the music on the show, but I realize that if it's not good, you just don't do it to encourage them because there's some good listeners out there. And I had some really nasty comment. What is this crap you're playing? And I said, hang on. Well, first of all, I'm glad you've put it in private chat. I mean, I'm going back to the early days of promote the music.
Okay.
So, but it's like, so the recommendations. I mean, if you say this artist is good, I'm not going to argue with that. I'll pull it out of the folder. I'll listen and I'll find a way, and I'll get back and doing the mixes like I used to do them. I didn't have time for this show. I did it a little differently. So a lot of fun. But Gino, keep producing it. We'll keep promoting it, man.
Well, thank you, Bobby D. I told you I had a Chinese secret for you today.
Okay, all right. The surprise you didn't give us on the last interview.
Yes.
All right. What is?
Okay.
we got excited last interview. That's why.
You got your black hat close by?
Yeah, I got my black hat close by. You want me to grab it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, all right.
But anyway, I'm coming out with a new single Bobby, and you'll be the first one to have the opportunity to play it. And the title of this song is called Black Zulu.
Black Zulu. Oh, baby. And all right, now I'm going to ask you, you probably won't answer, but you've got some international new artists or new discovery? Or are you featuring other artists on this track?
Bobby, this is going to be so wild and so crazy until the name speaks for itself. I'm loose lips sink ship.
Yes, indeed. All right, when can I anticipate getting a glimpse of it? Because you're not going to wait till the final master copy now that you've put it out to me. Yeah, I'd like to hear it. So when a month from now?
No, I'll get it to you. I'll let you hear a dry copy without the mixing to it.
Okay.
And you can tell me what you think. But I think this is going to be a new flavor, new type of style. But I like doing it now because it's interesting to me, and the people that bring other different flavors to it. It's almost like I'm learning now the way I'm doing it is it's almost like baking a cake or it's you have different layers.
Uh-huh.
You can't have it too sweet. You could have it creamy. Maybe somebody so once you get it together, you want a real nice, pretty looking cake, but you want the inside to be yummy.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to do music like that.
Black Zulu. Yeah.
Black Zulu is going to be
chocolate. If Black Zulu chocolate, Gino Goss signature to go along with the music. You and I talked in private. We're just going to plant that seed. I talked about it today about bundling, right? The concept of bundling. So we're going to continue that conversation this week, hopefully, about bundling, because with new single release, what a great way to release. Oh man, I got some ideas, but I got loose lips sink ships. Old Chinese proverb. Yes.
Chinese proverb.
Gino, man, you're a blast. Thank you for making today a special day. We're gonna head out by playing. Let me see. It's a Gino Goss. Don't Want Another Broken Heart remix, and it's featuring a guitarist. And you know what? I am so tired. I put my notes in the wrong place. So who's the awesome guitarist who's being featured on this album again that you talked about earlier? Roberto. And he's from the UK. Roberto.
From the UK.
He's known as Roberto. Beautiful. How could I forget a name like Roberto? Well, 11 hours later, that explains. So, all right. Very cool, Gino Goss. It's a wrap on the inaugural show.
Bobby, love you, man.
Hey, same here, man. Thanks. We'll chat real soon.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
What fun. What fun. Gino Goss, live from California. Well, we went just a little longer. Go to his site, ginogoss.com. Let me do that. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, we had a black hole in the internet, Bobby Tim back. We were with Gino Goss. How long were we together? Who knows, but it was fun. GinoGoss.com. Look him up on Facebook. We started that relationship. That's why I put the logo here of Promote the Music exactly 2 years ago. And then we had some fun with some projects, and we're going to be featuring tonight on promotethemusic.com. Wow, it's still part of my psyche, isn't it? On Bobby D Live from Brazil. Don't Want Another Broken Heart, featuring Roberto. So enjoy that, and we have a speaker coming up top of that one. Not a speaker, we have Kaylee Minucci, man. Well, he's a speaker too, right? He's an amazing human being. So enjoy this track, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Here we go.